Hey everyone, it's Caleb. So I figured I would do my 3-week update. I've noticed quite a bit of changes, I guess, kind of, in a sense. I can't really decipher body hair because unfortunately I was born with a lot of body hair originally. I guess it's kind of a benefit of becoming male. But, like, that's my armpit hair after I've been growing out for like 3 weeks because I shaved it before Mel went to Newfoundland and Mel's been back for like a month. So, um, I thought it grew back faster, but it's more like stringy than afro-y, I guess. Which it used to be more like poofy, but hopefully with testosterone it'll be more poofy because I kind of just feel like a scrawny teenage boy with my armpit hair. Um, I also have more hair on the top of my feet, which is a really weird spot for it to become, but like my legs, I've been growing out my leg hair for like 3 months, so I can't really tell a difference. And I have leg hair like all the way up my legs, so I don't know. I'll check and see if it gets darker or thicker, I'm assuming. Arm hair is kind of getting like a little bit thicker. It's really hard to tell because I have like really blonde hairs, because that's unfortunately my dad's side of the family. Um, and my body shape is kind of changing. Like I feel like I'm getting like a little bit more muscle. That's not like really flexing. And then I feel like that. It's really pitiful, but that's me flexing. Veins changing a little bit. Can you see? I don't know. My webcam really sucks, but they're just like the colors coming in more, and I see it like everywhere, and it's kind of creepy. Like I got out of the shower today, and I like can see it in my chest, in my shoulders, in my thighs, and I was just like, what the hell? Um, I find veins really attractive on other people, but on me, I just find like really weird because I'm really white. So I just feel like a freak or something like that. Um, Mel says that my face has changed. I don't know if maybe it's just gotten like squarer or what. There's my right side, and then there's my left side. So I don't know if there's really any difference in that. Appetite has definitely increased. Well, I guess in a sense, because like I have days where like I have to eat like all the time, and then I have other days where I just like don't want to eat at all. So it fluctuates a little bit. I found like right after my shot of testosterone, I was like super fucking hungry. And I was hungry for like every 2 hours I had to eat, which was unfortunate because I was at work and I couldn't do that. I find sex is better, uh, especially now that my growth has kind of settled and it's gotten to the point where it's not as sensitive. Like the first 2 weeks, it would just rub on everything, and it was like so irritated and so like sensitive that it was really quite a pain in the ass, and I wasn't sure if like I broke something. So I just find that sex is just better. Like it's grown to a point where it's more comfortable now, and I find that just the sensation is better. Because I guess before for me it was just too sensitive, and now it's a nice sensitivity level. And then tomorrow I leave for Edmonton, so I'm going to see a psychiatrist because apparently I need to see a psychiatrist in order to get approved for top surgery, my name change, and see endocrinologist. And I feel like there was one other one, but I can't remember. But I'm gonna ask him what surgeons he recommends in Alberta because a friend of a friend that I just saw like last month, roughly. He just got his top surgery, and he went to just kind of like a local plastic surgeon, and they just kind of took like the lymph nodes out of his breast, and it actually healed quite nicely. He had like a really small cup size, so I don't know what procedure is going to work for me, so that's why I like to consult with a plastic surgeon if possible. And also in Alberta, apparently they cover it, but I'm not entirely sure. But I also have like really good coverage with my mom's work. Like my testosterone's like $12 for a vial, which reminds me I need to call my doctor's office and get another prescription because I accidentally broke my vial yesterday at work, which sucked because it like I had just gotten my shot. I was coming to work, I was changing, I was putting my jeans in my backpack in the break room, and it fell out, and like just this little teeny tiny crack at the bottom, and then it was everywhere. And I find that my testosterone, and I was talking to my nurse apparently because it's good quality, but mine's like oily is like really the only way I can describe it. It's just It's like not super thick, but it's thick enough, and then it has like an oily consistency to it. But apparently that's because I have like a brand name one. And then since when I get my next vial, then my next shot, before I get it, I have to do blood work to see if I have to change my dose. Right now I'm at 10 milliliters every 3 weeks. So I've had 2 shots now. So yeah, like a month. 3 weeks, I guess. What? Yeah, so 3 weeks. I had to do math there for a second. So that's interesting, I guess. So yeah, the appointment for Edmonton's really kind of stressful, but it's gonna be nice because I get to go with my mom and we get to like kind of hang out. And I've never been to Edmonton. I've lived here for 3 years and I've never been like west of Banff, which is pretty pathetic. Or I guess Canmore, because it's only like 2-3 hours, like an hour and a half from here. Especially from my house, it's like not that far. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, and like the only issues I've been having really lately is I'm nervous about school because even though I have my preferred name on my application and it's in like when I sign in onto my online stuff for university, it has Caleb on it. I just don't know on my roster if it's gonna have Caleb, so I don't know if I need to email all my professors or not. I have my first day on like the 5th or 6th. So what I might do is just show up maybe to class a little bit early and see if I can talk to like my first professor or something like that. Because I think they only have like 2 classes that day, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then the other thing I'm nervous about is just saving up the money to go to California to get my name changed. Because if I'm going to school, I have a lot more limited availability because I'm at school till like 3 o'clock most days, and then I can only be there till like 8:30 because I have to get home in time for like 10 o'clock so I can do it all over the next day. So that's really stressing me out because I'm used to being able to make like $400-$600 a paycheck, and it's going to be really weird not to have that and not have that security. And I'm also at the point where I'm trying to save up for a laptop, and I also have to save up for a piece for university so I can feel more masculine. So the money is kind of stressing me out a little bit, and I did something for Mel and I's kind of anniversary. It was kind of more like, I'm just gonna do this because I think it would be cool kind of thing. But I got us tickets to this festival on the 31st to the 1st, which is first is actually Pride. So I'm trying to combine it with Pride, but also be able to see all the acts. But it's for X Fest, which is essentially this festival that the local radio station hosts where they bring a bunch of bands. And this year they have Blink-182 and Weezer and Mother Mother, City and Color, Cold War Kids, like a bunch of really good bands in AWOL Nation. So I'm really stoked about that, but the tickets were a hell of a lot more than I was expecting. And I guess they charge you like a service charge for printing out my fucking tickets and putting them in the mail. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, but I had spent like $290 or something on 2 tickets for 2 days. So I was kind of disappointed in that, and that kind of just makes my anxiety just a little bit higher. But otherwise, everything's fine. Like at work, I'm male, and I have a couple people who still misgender me, even though all of my managers and I'd say 98% of my coworkers call me male or call me he and Jesse because that's what I go by at work. So I don't understand how they're not getting the memo that I'm he and not she, but somehow they're ignorant enough not to get it. So I don't know. That's pretty much all I got. I'm just kind of, yeah. So thanks for watching.